Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday. Thank goodness, already. I like short weeks. I think I like Fridays off better than Mondays. I don't know why. Obviously, it's the same distance in between the weekends, but I'd rather get out early than stay late. How about that? Maybe that's old age setting in. I've been trying to come up with a topic, and I have not had one. I don't want to do any repeats, and not just going to talk to hear myself talk, even though it might sound like that to sometimes. But this morning, on the way to work, and I know that those of you in northern Michigan understand the plight, it's September. It's getting dark when you go to work. It is my least favorite piece of the fall. You know, you go to work, you leave around 5:30. In the summertime, it's light. And you're like, well, boy, it'd be nice if that sun would come up a little faster, but it's already light and you're on your way. Well, now it's dark. And not pitch dark, but all the headlights are on. And there are some, not sure if it's a make and model of car problem. It doesn't seem to be. They seem to be newish and pretty shiny when they go by, when my retina burn reduces itself. But lights are bright. Even the regular lights are bright. You're like, holy shit. The old yellow ones that you used to see are gone. It's blazing white light, and it's like taking an x-ray of your vehicle and you. But I was going by and like, God damn it, dude, turn your dims on. Can you see me all right with that? And that's what started this episode. I sat there and I was driving here. Can you see me? Can you feel me? I want to put a light bar on my little black SUV. Just like melting glass light bar. So I'm like, well, maybe it's for off-road or just to say, hey, hello, I see you too. But I'm not going to do that. And this episode is not about me melting glass with laser beams. It's about being seen. And it's about someone else that inspired me to say this, because she says this to me a lot. She's like, I appreciate you because I feel seen. And it took me a while to dig into that and figure out what she meant. She's one of my very favorite people, and she's incredibly bright, very smart, very observant, and when she says stuff that impactful, I need to understand it. So I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm thinking, all right, what is one of the best feelings in the whole wide world? What's the best you could possibly feel? And I figured it out. It was pretty easy, because I've been thinking about stuff for a long time, and I think the best feeling in the world is winning $1.1 billion in the lottery. Now, I don't know what that feels like, so I'm going to go with a 1B. And trust me, if I won $1.1 billion in the lottery, I wouldn't have to worry about being seen because I'd be invisible quickly. No, it's this being seen thing, and I'm talking like really seen, not like, hey, Derek, I see you're wearing a white shirt. Very, very, very clever of you to wear the same thing all the time. No, it's not that. It's that moment when somebody notices you, not just what you're wearing or how you look or whatever, that's nice, but it's the real you. When they see you, when they burn through the exterior and get to the you, the part of you that doesn't, necessarily get the spotlight or what everybody else sees in the casual glances that they may cast. But when they really see you and you feel this word, valued, value, very important stuff here. Now, I can actually take this back a ways back when I first quit the booze thing, and I can equate what was told to me about how it feels to be seen. And one of the guys in AA came up and grabbed a hold of my arm after a meeting and said, hey, take it easy on yourself, kid. You're just starting to thaw out. Ergo the name of the book. Now, this guy didn't know me from Adam. He just saw me in the rooms every day, trying to hold it together, trying to pretend like I had it together to hold together at all. And he knew, he could tell, he saw me, he saw what was happening. It wasn't a white shirt. It wasn't anything other than, here's a dude suffering. He saw me. And that mattered. Rich, I appreciate you for that. Man, I will eternally be grateful for that. That one statement, that one moment that he took to say, hey, I got you. I mean, it was like a dose of oxygen to a dying flame. It's exactly what it is. All of a sudden that flame roars again, it's not flickering out and it's back. That's what being seen is. It is to me. It doesn't have to be something quite so profound as what Rich did for me that day. It could be, when Henry sends you a text, hey, love you, brother, just checking in. It's when dog calls and is like, hey, what's going on? Just check the obituaries to make sure you weren't in it. I wasn't either. Good news for both of us. It's stuff like that. It doesn't take much to be seen. It can be work. It can be when your boss says, hey, not just, hey, good job, but, hey, I really appreciate how you took care of that. That was creative. That was whatever. Stuff like that. That's being seen. You know, when I go back to Alpena after being gone a week or two and going to the office there, which isn't as often as I'd like sometimes. But man, you walk in and you see people and it feels like old home week. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see everybody. And everybody wants to visit and tell stories. And it's great. It makes you feel good. It builds this trust that it's hard to explain. And your spirits just go crazy. It's like, oh my God, this is so good. The connection is so important. And you don't feel invisible. Not that I always do, but there's sometimes you do. And boy, that little bit of interaction. You walk into your office and instead of an instant, well, here's this problem. Hey, thanks for doing this yesterday, or thanks for the cookies, or whatever. That being seen is important. Now, there's a flip side to that. It's not about us being seen. It's a two-way street. Those lights were shining in my face, but guess what? Mine were doing, shining in theirs. Two-way street. Doesn't take a hell of a lot to do that to make somebody feel seen. Look them in the eye and say good morning. Use their name. If you know it. If you don't, make one up. Or maybe even more importantly, say, hey, listen, man, we walked by each other in the hallway, this whole last year, and I don't know your name. I apologize. I appreciate your kindness. What's your name? I'm Derek. And I may do that to somebody that I've known for 25 years just because I have a shit memory, but don't feel offended. Feel seen that I say, hey, I really should know you, and I think I do. What's your name? Oh, Heather. You're my little sister. Got it. Now, don't do it just to be phony and to prop somebody up or do that. Be genuine. Be honest. If you say, hey, I noticed how you parked between the lines perfectly, I appreciate that, and that starts a funny story for the day, do it. If you say, hey, I noticed how you parked, perfectly between the lines for once, and you want to chew somebody's ass for parking poorly, maybe let that go. Take 30 seconds just to make sure that people feel seen. It's easy, and it's fun. Makes you feel good, too. That connection goes both ways. Headlights in the face both ways. Connection both ways. So I'm going to give you some homework, a challenge. How about that? Not homework. Nobody likes homework, but everybody likes a challenge. Think of somebody that you see. Think about someone that you see that might need a little boost. Maybe it's a coworker or somebody that you see at the coffee shop every day, or your McDonald's person when you get your whatever. What do you get in the morning? I hear they have chicken McGriddles. I need one of those. I don't eat junk food, but man, that'd be worth it. Whoever it is. I mean, if it's somebody you never even met and they look like they could use a little bit of vision, a little sight, see them. Let them know and make their day. But be genuine about it. Make sure you mean it, because people can tell. Being seen is one of the coolest things we can do. One of the greatest gifts we can give each other that doesn't cost a thing other than your time, which I know is precious. Spend some of it, though. Can't take it with you. Spend it. Best part, and they used to say this all the time, the only way you can keep this thing, this gift, is to give it away. And now that makes sense. You want to keep it, give it away. You want to be seen, see others. That is all I have for tonight. It is a short one, and that's by design. Really, it's not, because I just didn't have much to say, but I really wanted to touch on this topic. It's important. Tomorrow's Friday, so build or reinforce a connection. You never know when somebody might need a little boost. It might just take them back to the good spot in life, and you might need it later. So that whole give it away to keep it thing really does pay off. That's all I got for tonight. Thanks for listening, everybody. You guys take care and have a great weekend.